Hi guys, welcome to Millennial Movie Fan Channel. My name's Tyler. Today's review is going to be for Chaos Walking. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below and hit subscribe and the little notification bell. That way you get alerts when I post a new video. I was excited for this movie because of my affinity for Star Wars and Marvel and the roles that the stars of this film, Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland, play in those series. I haven't seen them in much else, and the characters that they played were really similar to their own personality and the characters that I've seen them in the Marvel and Star Wars universes. So they didn't show much new, and that's okay. I just kind of was hoping that I'd see a different side of them, but they're really good at some subtle things that they each displayed in this movie that I thought, is kind of their trademark, and that's probably why they went after them for these roles. But like I said, they didn't show much else in terms of like acting range. Doesn't mean that they were necessarily bad in the movie. I did enjoy their characters for what they were. This film got delayed a couple times for multiple reasons. One of them's the coronavirus pandemic, but there were rumors that, it was kind of a mess, and I was expecting it to be a mess. But I didn't think that the story or the film in general was, a disaster by any means. I quite enjoyed where the plot went, and I thought that the concept was great. You could tell that some movies are based off of books, even if you don't know. Like, I knew going in, but you can really see, and I think in some instances, that holds it back if it's not adapted correctly to be a feature film. But this movie took it, and it took a lot of the positive things that you get out of a book, like the world building and everything. This felt like there was a world beyond what we were seeing, in a good way, not that like there's stuff missing. So I enjoyed that, and I would really like to see a sequel because of that, or maybe a prequel or a spin-off or something else in this world, because it made me even want to go back and read the books. And I'm a big movie and TV guy. I do read a lot of books too, but I thought that Mads Mikkelsen was pretty good in his role. He's always really a villain, especially as of late, but the backstory of his character and what he did for like the group that Tom Holland was with, and kind of the catalyst that sets the story in motion, or at least puts us where we start, was all centered around his character, and that was really cool. And he brings a lot of gravitas to that role and makes it a more believable, emotional part of the story, and it's designed to be that way. So I thought that went really well because they had an actor of his caliber in there. There's a preacher character that left a little bit to be desired, and that sucks. It feels like wasted potential because David Oyelowo was playing the character, and he's a phenomenal actor. Plot-wise, they did what they did with him, and it worked, but it would have had more of an impact if they gave him just like another layer of depth. He was there, and you understand why he was doing what he was doing, but he didn't have much character beyond that. Tom Holland's adopted parents are played by Kurt Sutter from Sons of Anarchy fame, which was kind of cool and surprising to see him in here, and Damian Bashir, who's been popping up in everything from Godzilla vs. Kong, this film, and Land. So I thought that was cool seeing him. He's, had a good year with all these films coming out, but they could have been played by any actor. Those two characters could have been played by any actor, and they were great. But even Nick Jonas and Cynthia Erivo, all four of those people that I just named are incredible actors, but they didn't really bring anything different to the role that, 100 million other actors couldn't have done. It was just cool to see him in there, I guess. But technically, this movie was really good with like the horse stunt work that they did, the visual CGI of the noise when the men are thinking in their heads, and like all the spaceship stuff was really cool too. Doug Liman did a great job directing, I feel, on a number of levels, but I have a soft spot for a lot of his fantasy, sci-fi adventure stuff, like Edge of Tomorrow and Jumper. Jumper especially was like a guilty pleasure movie. I think Edge of Tomorrow was pretty good and universally loved as like a cult movie. I'm excited for the sequel for that, and I think he has a really unique way to do these sci-fi adventures, so I enjoyed it. But overall, I like this movie. I'd be down for a sequel. I recommend that you see it in the theater or the drive-in if you can, if it's cheaper. But if you have more than like 3 people in the household, and it'd be cheaper just to rent it at home, I enjoyed it watching it at home. It is kind of expensive for like the pre-screening thing or whatever they call them now. So I really enjoyed this one, guys. Let me know what you thought down below. And like I said in the beginning, hit like, subscribe, and the little notification bell, and share this video around on Facebook, Twitter, all the different social medias. That gets other people to the channel, gets more eyes on us, more people talking movies, and I will see you guys in the next video.